Welcome back, Benchwarmers. Today, we're taking it back to a segment only longtime listeners are likely to remember.
That's right. We had to shelve this one because it was starting to cost us, but we're bringing back one of our classics.
I love betting on sports. I just don't seem to be good at it.
No negative thoughts. It's our NFL gambling segment. I got 5 on it. I'm Corey, cover the spread.
And I'm Brendan, sports gambling addict, and this is RV from the Bench. Before we get started, if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so we never miss any new episodes.
Also, if you can please do us the favor, if you like what you see or hear, please don't forget to smash that like button.
Smash it for us, come on. It's free. It's free for you, it's free for us. Helps out the channel a lot more than you probably think.
Hell yeah.
All right, Corey. It's one of the best sports to bet on, and that is, professional football. And we love it. So we're bringing it back. Are you excited?
Hell yeah. I just hope that we can win some money. That's all I care about. I know this is fun and this is a cool little segment, but at the end of the day, I want to win.
You're not wrong. I'm totally with you. For those of you who are newer to the bench, when we first started this was more like a long form podcast where we would sit for maybe an hour or so and discuss a plethora of topics. And in doing so, we had to come up with obviously segments, so not just sit and talk about sports for an hour and a half, which is fun to do, but it's more fun to kind of have some fun with it. So that's what we decided to do. We had the I Got 5 on it, and each week we would pick, 5 NFL games to either bet the money line or the spread. And week after week after week, we just couldn't hit. I mean, sometimes we were missing by 1, sometimes we were missing by 2. A lot of them were close.
I think there was one that we hit maybe 1 out of 5. Like we did really bad.
One was probably bad. Yeah, I believe that. I believe it. But yeah, we just started losing our ass. And
we couldn't do it anymore. I mean, it's only $5 each, but at the end of the day, every week if we do it, that adds up, man.
There's 17 weeks in an NFL season. I'm not good at math, but that's close to $100. You know what I mean? So
we had to scrap it. But like you said, now that we're kind of more in a short form, we decided to bring it back this week and cover some games over. What are we in week 6 already in the NFL?
Yes, we are. Crazy, right?
How did that happened?
I don't know. The time flies, man. As you get older, it's super, super weird. But
yeah, as a kid, they always tell you that. You're like, yeah. But as an adult, you're like, no, for real, it does.
No, seriously. And then you're looking like, damn. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I literally just said Happy New Year and I'm about to freaking pass out Halloween candy. You know what I mean? So
good point.
But yeah, so we got 5 on it. This is where, as you saw in the little intro, we get 5 games to bet on. We do either money line or the spread itself. And we each put $5 in. So it's a $10 bet total, obviously, because we each got 5 on it. We don't only have 5 together. We $250 would help, I guess, Corey. But
we might play a little longer, but if we lose, we're still going to lose the same amount of money if we play
exactly. As eventually we will, right? Exactly. So we'll quickly throw it up on the board for you guys here. Here are the 5 games that we have going this weekend. We weren't too comfortable with the money line on all of them. I'm going to take the top 2, and I want you to kind of cover the bottom 3.
Sounds good.
We took just money line. I'm sorry. We weren't comfortable on spread on all of them. We were comfortable in just picking, win-loss. So the first one that we're going with here is the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud is going to Gillette, but Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are not there. So
when you first started, I was like, wait a minute, does he not know they're not there anymore? But
no.
I was like, oh, okay, good cover.
Yeah. But they are not there. So we are going with the hot Texans. They I think they're 4-1, 4-1. This is obviously going into week 6. They just beat the Bills last week for their second straight loss. They're a good team, great team. Now, granted, they've lost Nico Collins, but they've got plenty of other wide receiver depth with a lightning freaking rod at quarterback and CJ Stroud. We're fairly comfortable with the Texans. No?
Yeah, and I think we talked about going with the spread, but it was like 6.5, I think, almost, which a whole touchdown on the road is a lot, whether New England's good or not compared to other teams. But this is the NFL, man. Anything can happen, as a saying is, any given Sunday. So I didn't feel comfortable going with the 6.5, but I definitely feel comfortable with them going in there and getting the victory.
True. Yeah, ask Joe Burrow how the Patriots play this year.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, to your point, honestly, anything can happen. So we just took money line because the spread was a little too big for us, but fairly confident in the Texans and taking this one. The second one we took, honestly, I'm kind of preying on bad teams a little bit here. The Now, granted, they've had a little bit of a resurgence since Dalton has been able to kind of come in and help the offense a little bit more, but they still are. They still are, like not good. So I don't know how else to really say it. You know what I mean? Like, they're just not that great. So Bucks, who, oh wait, no, oh, I'm sorry, not the freaking Bucks aren't play that. They beat the crap. They beat the crap out of them last week. I jumped ahead. Different division.
Oh,
I'm going Bucks Saints. The reason why we're taking Bucks is because the Saints just lost freaking Derek Carr. They're going with
yeah.
rookie Desmond. No, not Desmond Ritter. Spencer
Rattler.
Rattler. Sorry, Ritter Rattler. Sorry, I got them
Yeah,
confused.
no, I can
Both in
see
the
that.
NFC South the past 2 years. That's my bad. Going with Spencer Rattler for his first NFL start. Now, granted, I'm not saying the Bucks are some super powerhouse, but they are no slouch of a team. And Baker Mayfield seems to be making a resurgence here in Tampa. So they just got pissed off, and all their houses just got blown over. They're playing a rookie quarterback. We're taking Bucks in New Orleans.
Yeah, and again, the spread wasn't a lot, but it was one of those. It's a division opponent. They play each other twice a year. The coaching staffs are the same. It's essentially basically the same teams for both, so they know each other very well. So it just those division opponent games always just. If I was having to bet the spread all the time, that's why I'm like, man, not against division opponents. If it's a random non-conference opponent or something, I'm more likely. But it's just division opponents just know you too well, and it's always going to be close.
That's a very good point. It's a very good point. So those are the first two legs. Corey, we did pick one spread, seeing as how you like to cover it. Which one are we going with here?
Yeah, so the one spread that we did decide to do was the Pittsburgh Steelers, which are a 3-point favorite over the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas too, which means it's basically a 6-point spread because technically when you're at home you're supposed to get 3. So the fact that Steelers are a 3-point dog, I think it's Aiden McConnell or
O'Connell.
Yeah, O'Connell
is it O'Connell? McConnell, Aiden.
Yeah, one of those guys for the Raiders. Who's playing quarterback these days. So going his first start of the year. I mean, I know sometimes they say there's a dead coach bounce. I don't know if there's just a bounce with a quarterback.
Dead quarterback, right.
So I don't
He's also been here already.
Yeah, it's not like a new guy.
Right, it's not like, oh, maybe we could. No, he was here last year and they didn't do anything. So
yeah, so I expect the Raiders. It might not be high scoring, which again, the Steelers offense is not very good either, but the Steelers defense is really good. The Raider defense is pretty solid. So I expect a lot of field goals and maybe the Steelers get out of there with a 6-point win or some weird 8-9 point. It's going to just be a weird low scoring game is what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I'll take that. Steelers should cover this one. Again, the rookie quarterback, or not rookie, he played a couple games last year, but just the weird coaching or the weird quarterback change in the middle just because Gardner wasn't doing it. Now, I do want Brock Bowers to score a touchdown, maybe get like 80 yards. You know what I mean? That might help.
That'd be nice.
But other than that, we're taking Steelers -3. All right, what's next?
All right, so then the other one, we're back to the money line. We took the Falcons over the Panthers in Carolina.
That's my bad. I jumped on the Panthers earlier. I was excited for this Falcons. Go ahead.
The Panthers are not good. So they have been better with Dalton. The offense is not turning the ball over as much with Bryce Young there anymore, but they're just not scoring a lot of points necessarily either. They're just not turning it over. So again, a division opponent, Atlanta looks really good. They've come, and all three of their wins have been last minute or game-winning drives in overtime. So I'm hoping that they'll kind of wake themselves up. And Kirk Cousins is starting to look a little more comfortable behind the pocket as he's coming back from the injury. So we're expecting the Falcons to go take care of business in Carolina.
Yeah. Yep. They were also 6.5, 7-point favorites. And again, we get that the Panthers aren't great, but they did promote Dalton, so they're doing a little bit better. And again, it's weird because we're talking about it. It's literally the same division. An NFC South matchup, similar to the Bucks Saints, an NFC South matchup. So divisional matchups are always somewhat more tricky. So, yeah, couldn't agree more. Kirko Chains is moving in Atlanta, so we're riding that train. See how far that goes. What's the last one, man?
All right, last one is the Ravens, which we went back and forth on this one because we kind of debated. Washington's pretty hot, but Ravens over the Commanders in Baltimore. Not that we don't think Jaden Daniels and them aren't going to play well and have a good game, but just Baltimore is the experienced team. They're veterans. They need to get a win. They got a big win last week against Cincinnati, so I think that kind of propels them into this week. I'm not saying they're going to
and a huge win over Buffalo the week before that.
True. I don't think they're gonna like go into and beat Washington like by 30 points, but I expect
No.
them to win by 18, 21, somewhere there. Like they're gonna handle them pretty easily and make Jaden really work hard, which he hasn't had to do so far. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, again, all we're looking for is a dub. The spread was 6.5. Damn, what are we picking up with all these 6.5 point games? But the spread was 6.5 points for the Ravens. I don't know. I think it'll be close. Jaden Daniels is doing pretty well over there, and Cliff. I was like, what's his freaking name? Cliff Kingsbury, the OC there, has been in the league for a while. He knows how to kind of pick apart some things. So it's just about a matter of executing. However, we do think the Ravens and their shellacking that they've handed out the past 2 weeks is going to kind of carry forward. Ravens money line on this one as well. So, wait, hold on. I think yes. Breaking story. Let's cut to Corey and Brendan.
Thanks, Brendan. Thanks, Corey. We're here again to update Nando's matchups, waiver wire, whatever we got over the last couple of days, and see what we're looking like and going into week 6 for the weekend.
Yes, Nando, welcome back. Thank you again for joining us. We talked about it last week, or earlier in the week, who we were trying to get. Can you break down who we got?
Yes, of course, Brendan. Of course, Mr. Spread. I would like to, run it over real quick.
Okay.
So we did try to go for 2 players when it came to Jacksonville side, and we only got Tank for Jerome Ford. Sadly, I did a bit of me wanted I forgot the other trade actually.
Darnell Mooney.
Darnell Mooney. My brother got him,
Mm-hmm.
but instead we also got another wide receiver from Jacksonville for Jalen Waddle, which was fine enough. So as long as we get wide receiver help, I'm fine. I'm working with it, so it works here.
Yeah, we don't have DJ Moore and Drake London on our team, so we had to get as much as we could off that waiver wire. We are looking at the matchup now. We're kind of desperate, unfortunately. the way that we have so many bye weeks, and then one of the starting backs. This might change. We're thinking this is how it's going to go, but we have to monitor James Cook throughout the weekend because he's been designated with like an injury tag, and nobody really knows if he's going to play. So there's another freaking link in the chain here, and it's it looks like we're running with Tank and Brian Thomas. However, they're playing Chicago defense, who we're also starting. So we're a little screwed this week, but anything can happen. Honestly, Joe Burrow. I was looking at some of the tiers we're at. Joe Burrow's on the tier 1 quarterbacks list. Brock Bowers, even with a new quarterback, is still on the top tier 1 tight ends list. Chuba Hubbard's actually on a tier 2 list, so that's pretty good. Brian Thomas, I think, was on a tier 3. So we're scraping the bottom, and we still have some okay players. Dude, anybody that you're most worried about? Go ahead.
Not only are we scraping the bottom and we're desperate for wide receiver, we're taking 2 guys from Jacksonville. Like we're talking about, we need.
They've won 1 win
to do, and this is not good. This is not good. Nando, what
kind of tactics is this? What kind of tactics is this? As long as they're not from the Titans, I'm hoping that any team here can.
Have you seen how bad they are?
Can pull through. That's
Dude,
for sure.
No, I agree. Cut Will Levis. Let's move on.
Okay, all right. He's mad, Nando. Way to go. You brought out the fire in the Titan fan here. So, no, we're fine. Anybody that you're, honestly, the most. Let me take it. The person I'm most nervous about is Tank, and it's not because of his ability. There's so much confusion around whether or not Travis Etienne is actually going to play or not, and that one concerns me. Other than that, for what we had to work with, I don't think we're doing that bad.
No, we could be way worse considering how bad it was, but we're just not in a great spot.
Right. Yeah. After Thursday night, I know, Nando, you were watching the game, or at least some of it, because we talked about it. When we first got on, you were like, yeah, Kenneth Walker had a good game. I was like, damn, well, that's not a good start. Luckily, DK didn't go off. But after Thursday night's game, we're now projected to lose by, 14. Ouch. Not great.
I don't know. But you know what, though? I Metcalf, if he has 2 players already and he's only got 23 points, like, hey, we're Smith and Jigma's not supposed to be our big scorer anyway.
True.
So to get almost 8 out of him is not terrible. So we're not in a great spot, but we're not in the worst spot either. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
Nando, is Brock going to pull through for us this week, man? Because we need some more Brock magic from last week.
I honestly, I'm not too aware of that the other QB that's starting.
Aiden O'Connell. Yeah.
instead.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not
not
good.
too aware of him. So I'm hoping that because he's not good, he's gonna try to pass the people that are so good.
Okay. Okay. And a lot of
And
times,
Brock Bowers is one of them.
yes, and a lot of times, to honestly add to your point, one of the safety nets that quarterbacks rely on is tight end.
Yep.
Tight end and running backs out of the backfield who can catch. Those are the guys where get it to that guy.
Anytime you get a rookie quarterback, their best friend is the tight end. It's always their best friend.
So, and that's what we're kind of hoping for with Brock. So, yeah, this is where we're at right now. Again, waiver wire's getting thin. We're doing our best to see, tweaking. Again, stacking up starters is where we're at, and just a big bye week this week, I think, is the only reason why we're mostly hurting. But other than that, Nando, you feel confident still, right? A little bit?
I'm still feeling confident. I'm not too mad. We were 2 points under our fan point projection, and he met
For
his fan
Smith,
point
yeah.
projection. So I'm feeling there's still a good chance. It's one player versus a two. It makes sense where we're at right now. It's just finding out if we get lucky or not.
Let's hope for
a
Burrow
gamble.
and Bigsby. Burrow and Bigsby. Go off.
Yeah,
and
Burrow,
Bowers.
Bigsby, Bowers. Woo!
And
Triple
Boswell.
B. And
All
Boswell. And Brian Thomas.
Yes.
And Chicago.
Yeah, no, wait.
But-
Well,
but
we can't have
if
Chicago
you-
too
you
well.
can
It's
just
big.
both ways. Sacks. But then also, okay.
Yeah, sacks. Sacks are fine. Sacks and interceptions, but still giving up touchdowns.
Yes. There we
Yes,
go.
yes.
All right. Deal. Call Chicago, Nando. Make it happen.
I don't know if I can get that landline
No?
out.
Okay.
So much for that.
Well, it's all right. We tried. Check back in with us early next week, Monday or Tuesdays, when we normally drop the next Blueprint episode. So that way you can see whether or not we've won. Corey, Nando, any last thoughts?
Let's get the dub.
Let's get the dub.
Titans suck.
Facts.
Not helpful, but thank you so much.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Corey, Brendan, back to you guys.
Thanks, Brendan. Thanks, Corey. Man, these updates with Nando are getting out of control, man.
I know, dude. They just break so fast. But honestly, that's kind of cool because like so much can change between the Tuesday when we kind of talk and the Friday before the weekend starts. Granted, Thursday games kind of change stuff too. But
true.
injury updates and maybe we actually got this guy or somebody dropped somebody we didn't know about. So I like it. I like that it kind of gives us one last try to get everything buttoned up.
Agreed. And I know everyone is wondering and thinking, like, what did they do with the waiver wire stuff? We have
Exactly.
to
We have to update them, not just wait until the entire next week. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
Yes.
did they get Tank Bigsby or not?
I know everyone was worried.
We
Got it.
did.
It's okay. But anyways, again, if you have any comments at the bottom, please let us know. Do you bet on sports? If so, what's your favorite sport to bet on? Do you bet on games this weekend, or are you doing the spread? Are you staying away from the spread like us? Let us know. We want to hear from you down in the comments before, we got to engage with you guys. So we need to comment so we can comment back.
Exactly. Thank you as always for stopping by and seeing things from our view from the bench. I'm Brendan.
I'm Corey. Like we always say, enjoy the sports until we talk again.
Peace.
This was a Sycamore Fourth Studios production.